Here, let me just turn my game sounds down.
Okay. Oh, I just made a roof or ceiling version of that map,
Oh, cool.
which
How did you? I could only get two more pieces out of the inventory. Here, just show me what you got, and I'll
okay.
show you what I've been working on. Oh wait, did I invite you in yet?
No, you did not. Or maybe you did. Let me check. Let me check the Xbox app. Yeah, no, you didn't.
I don't know. I've never done this on PC before. It looks all the same, but
Are you using the Steam version or the Microsoft version?
oh, Steam, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
Steam.
I'm using the Microsoft version, which does not function correctly.
Oh, it doesn't.
No.
So can I join you or?
You can. Or if you invite me, then I'll have to accept it through the Xbox app.
Oh, well, we're in a party now.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Let me take us to Forge. God damn it. So how have you been, man? It's been a long
Oh,
time
really?
since I last talked to you in 2010.
Really, really busy. Well, not super busy, but they're keeping me busy updating some Forge maps for MCC.
Oh, that's
Didn't
pretty
put
cool.
anything in yet, but I've been updating them.
Have any of them been corrupted or bugged out with
No, they
the
just wanted
transfer?
fresh versions because a lot of the maps were just thrown together last minute for some purpose.
Oh.
Like Avalanche Heavies, I rebuilt that, put some actual geo in it and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
actual bases and stuff.
Yeah. This ceiling isn't done. I was just trying to get it done before you were
How did
ready.
you oh wait, those are all the pieces that were up top, were they?
Yeah. Yeah, so
'Cause
huh?
tried building in it, and I could only spawn two pieces before it timed out like the number of pieces. I
Yeah.
had the wrong,
The hard limit.
yeah, hard limit. That's the limit.
So I got back some of the limit by removing the two host boxes in the air, and
Oh
that
right,
gave me
we had
a lot of
yeah,
pieces, and
they were a
then
lot of
took down
pieces.
2 tiers of walls to bring it here. So the current height is 4 large doors tall, while the playable height in Foundry, I believe, was 3 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I came in here and you gave me an idea. You see these your side walls here?
Yeah.
Okay. I just had one look at that and I thought, oh, I know what I can do.
I'm still trying to figure which layout to go with for a ceiling type. If we were to, if I were to still use this map instead of starting from scratch, but at the same
Yeah,
time, yeah,
I'm trying to what that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think is whether it's better that we revise this one or start from scratch. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll show you the ideas I was having. If you can back out and give me part
yeah.
of the grab a quick drink.
All right. Oh, would you put your outbound percentage to?
Here, sorry, what?
What did you put your outbound percentage to? Since it's like unless you didn't adjust the settings in Discord to above 100%, and you did like your microphone settings, just
Oh,
just
okay.
wondering what you have it
Sorry.
to.
Sorry, I wasn't sure what you were talking about there.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh, right. I haven't played with this yet because the last thing I've used is the Microsoft Teams app. That's all I've been using for the last couple months.
Ah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Is
So
correct?
set your output volume to above 100%, like maybe 150 or 200. Because I currently have you at 200% volume, and
Oh, here we
you're
go.
still a bit
Output
hard.
volumes. Yeah, 200%.
Yeah,
How's that? Is that better?
a bit.
As I said, I haven't messed around with my. This is what it should sound like.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is it's on a boom above my monitor, and
Right.
it's supposed to be like it's on a really long boom from like the back of the table. It goes all the way across the monitor to me without
Right.
touching anything else. But normally I have it under the monitor, so the microphone sits right at my chin and I can't even see it. You know what I mean?
Ah. Yes.
It then like boards and it comes up under the monitor, right between the two keyboards, right beside the mouse, and goes upwards. And when I sit here in the dark, I can't even see where it is unless I like move the mouse and it hides behind it sort of
Yeah.
thing. But I haven't done any of that yet. As I said, I've just been rearranging my play space here. So I finally have my own space here that isn't shared with 8 people watching movies.
Oh, dude. How long did it take to get one of those?
All my life. All my life. Yeah. My roommate finally moved out. So
Nice.
all the space to myself now.
You get to be a big boy.
Me, a cat, and a dog anyway, so.
All
All
right.
right, so
Yeah, I
oh
gave
wait,
you
did
leader.
okay. I'll just show you everyone hates Chichen Itza, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like it. It's fun, but it's definitely not something to use for league
Well,
play.
here's what Chichen Itza was supposed to look like when I built it the first time.
Is this your MCC edit?
Yeah, this is my latest. This is actually like the third last map I've completed.
Okay.
This is what Chichen Itza was supposed to be like at the beginning, but it didn't have the budget, didn't have the pieces, didn't have the budget.
Right.
But this is exactly what it was supposed to look like when I first made it.
Huh. Well, this
Didn't
is
think,
this is definitely a lot better than
yeah.
what
See,
it used to be.
not side walls. That's the whole thing. It was supposed to have side walls, not the pits on either side.
Right.
And I didn't have the pieces to do it. And I decided to do it using just the OG pieces. Like I didn't use any of the avalanche pieces on it. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. No, it's all original pieces. Yeah. So that's where I got one of the ideas from. And then I looked at your map, and then I remembered I built this map. And what we can do with your map is just tilt your walls out, because this floor is actually very small compared to a griffball court. It's the floor is supposed to be
I don't actually remember what the. I didn't take a look at the
23.
Foundry version. I took the GGL map as a reference, and then I counted out the grid squares.
ball court size.
This is?
The walls, the light. Oh, look at the light down here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's like the original width. So what I mean is these walls can be moved back, and then because they move back, they don't have to be as tall because they embed into the wall sooner.
Right.
So you can actually make. Here, let's end this.
Game.
You can actually
Let me take a
make.
screenshot of these numbers.
Oh, it's just 20 by 23. That's what Foundry is. More or less.
Okay.
Slightly. Yeah.
Because the map I have, shit, what was it? It's like 22 by 26.
Oh, okay.
Because
All right.
I took the standard from the GGL
Yeah.
map, like I said. So I literally just walked the grid.
Yeah.
And so far, we've been playtesting the one I've had with, I think, at least, it's been over 40 games. And so far, everything seems good. Like the flow of game, wow.
Yeah.
The gameplay flow seems to be good.
Do you have the measurements for the respawn points are very well documented. You should be able to.
I did the respawn points based on the GGL map. I literally just used the GGL map.
Oh, which
as
one? The the one with the golf tees in the floor.
No,
No, not the one with the rounded ceiling.
maybe. I would have to look again. It's been a while since I looked at it. I completely forgot.
Anyhow, this is what I was thinking. Was you get 12 of these pieces per quarter. Here, let me.
This is your what's it called? Your
No. Oh, this is just.
template?
This is just the canvas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right too. Yeah. This is the canvas that I built right before I built the Chichen Itza map. Oh, right. Here's one of the things I was going to show you. The elephant in forge mode, you can pound it into the floor. You just tap it and it drops right into the floor.
Right.
Now drive it. Just hop in and drive it.
You gonna pick me up?
See, it's under. Oh wait, it's moving. Dang it. Here's
You thought it was gonna be stuck?
Hop out for a second. Yeah, because when I do it, it sticks into the floor.
You're lucky.
Oh, you know what? It's probably a host thing.
I think so. There's also the
When I do it on my own.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw you. You were clipping through the floor. I saw that.
Yeah, you see how I'm in the floor? I can't move.
You're definitely moving for me.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh,
in
now you're clipping back. Yeah, there's the forge desync, which they never
Yeah.
fixed for this.
See, I don't know if you're able to just grab it in forge mode and embed it in the floor.
I'll try. Up.
And then if you can just tap it in, it should just fall into the floor.
No, it just keeps popping back up.
Okay,
be a
yeah,
host thing.
it's a host thing, yeah. When I do it on my own, or you can try it on your own, just save
Yeah.
this if you when you drive it, it doesn't move at all, but you can swing your camera around the entire room. Like where I'm traveling right here, you can swing the camera around like that. So
Really?
you can actually get a view of the entire court.
So it gives you kind of a monitor view, but it's on
Yeah,
an axis.
Well, it's what do they call it? Any time you're in a vehicle, they pull the camera back a certain number of meters depending on what vehicle it is. Like
Right.
They pull it back more for a scorpion than they do for a mongoose, right?
Yes.
Well, this one they pull it out about half the width of the room, because you have to be able to see the whole vehicle while you're driving it, right? So
Yeah.
so the view is actually way out here.
that's not draw distance, is it? With the
Uh,
turns.
It's I don't know. You can set it in Halo 5 Forge, like for vehicles. You can actually set it per vehicle.
Right.
Yeah, I just forget what it's called. Yeah. Anyhow, that I thought that would have been great, but my other idea was this: if you oh here, let me just. It's supposed to be 63.
Oh, do you know if you can? I don't think you can. I haven't tried it though. But do you know if you can have objects be placed into vehicles using the place on start method? I feel like you can't, but I want to know if you can or not. Because I want to try using either a wall piece or the... What is this called? The steel barrier with the window.
Suicide.
Oh, okay. I want to try and put that into the Hornet, or at least on the side of the Hornet, so that when you drop into side view, it'll put you through the wall, or your camera through the wall, but then when you get out, it doesn't send you through the wall.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can do that. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Okay, you know the classic grab a
I know what
vehicle
you're-
through a wall thing?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the Wraith map? In Halo 4, we did a very limited thing where we did it live streaming a tournament.
I do not remember that.
Okay, and what we did is I made a court on Impact in Halo 4,
Right.
and then I put another floor underneath it, and put a Wraith in it, but I busted the gun off the Wraith. So how can I put? Oh, did you ever play the cat and mouse game where you're driving around in Wraiths and you're chasing players in who are or it's a zombies game. The players are driving ghosts and you're driving a Wraith trying to crash into them. It's called Cat and Mouse.
I did not. Oh,
It
No.
was a reach game. Anyhow, the cool thing about that game is they had a mechanism at the start where if you hopped into a wraith, it would drive into a landmine and it would blow the gun off.
Right.
So you'd be driving around in a wraith without a gun. So what I did was I stuck one of those underneath the griffball court, and the host would hop in the wraith, and the commentator would hop in the gunner seat, and they would just fly around the court as if they were a player. Like their actual point of view was like right at a player eye level.
Now that's cool.
It was really cool, except it was annoying for the players because there was a giant wraith on the radar underneath your feet. So the players hated it.
Wait a minute.
But we only
I
did
remember that now. I forgot about that.
we did it for a tournament, and it was like a one-time thing. It's like it had to be there, sort of thing. So anyhow, this was my idea for observation: is come right here and stand inside this tube. There's a little ledge there. You can just get higher.
Oh, there it is. Oh shit! I'll have to fall onto it. Whoops. Okay.
So that would be the view.
Do hammers work through it?
No, that the thing is, I don't know. That's why I need you here, because
Yeah, let's try that.
you can make the player invincible and invisible and 0 damage, but I have to make it so that you can't get through here like that. You can't get through. Like
Yeah.
you have to be able to see out. You have to be able to see out, but you can't be able to jump through it. So I just have to figure out where to where to place these top pieces.
All right, let's see. You turn into man mode. Let's see if I can just blast you.
Oh, here, let me get another thing to stand on.
Okay. So I can kill you. If I can
Well,
kill you, then the hammer. If I'm spamming hammer, then it's gonna affect you.
No,
in
well,
the
here's
game.
the thing.
Yeah.
We can make it so that you don't, with the power up, that you don't do damage and don't receive damage. So killing is not a problem. Assassinating might be a problem. I'm not sure.
I think
but-
it would be, unless we can
Yeah.
create like enough distance. But that might be
Yeah.
tough.
I just need to, you know, I'm just gonna put.
And then the other issue would be being able to throw the ball through it, which I think you can do, because I don't know if this counts as a wall. They will only block projectiles. I don't think the ball is registered as a projectile.
The ball will bounce off of this.
Oh, it will?
If a grenade is off, a ball will bounce off.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we also have to test to make sure that you can't, like, jump up here and throw the ball in. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what I'm trying to do is find a way that you can still see, like under this side here.
Right.
See, what I do is I walk along here and see if you bump your head or not. You don't, so that means that you're covered here. But you just have to see if you can jump through here. Like, can you actually jump through that?
If you land on the top, then you can. All right, I crouched in.
No, I know you can here, but you can't on this piece over here, right? See, that looks like you can see most of the court. Yeah, let me see if I can raise it up at one. Actually, I'll leave that one
You
there.
can just
and
lower it down. Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll just adjust each one.
I just really wish I could get that hornet to work. But it's not going to be possible with the ceiling. Actually, I don't know. Maybe from the corner.
Try that.
You're going to have to restart the round for me to see it. There's too huge of a desync.
Yeah. Let me just.
Round over.
Should just automatically start a new round every 20 seconds.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know when desync happens. Oh, it's still desynced. Sick.
Really?
You want to see what it looks like for me?
Oh, these pieces are out of
send you a screenshot.
position.
That's what it looks like. If you take a look at that screenshot.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's the problem with Forge. They've never fixed the crazy desync.
I should check the still to see if it still does that. Because mine, these things shift. Oh wait, right, they're a different height. They're a different.
Yeah. That's why forging with people is really hard.
Game over.
Yeah. This is terrible for me because my Xbox is host banned.
Really?
And yeah, it was host banned. Anytime I was forging, if anyone jumped in, it would automatically give them host. Didn't matter who they were, where they were from, whether they're notorious host pullers or not. It would always give them host each and every time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know it is. But my synchronization got so bad that during an actual league griff ball game, we had 2 griffs on the field on my host.
What?
Yeah, there's 2 griffs on the field. Like the one person was griff, died as griff, and then respawned as griff while someone else had the ball. But he still had all the characteristics. He still had the overshield and the and the jump height and everything else. He just didn't have a ball in his hand. So he had lower gravity and a more powerful hammer because he could still pull the hammer out as griff.
I've never heard that happening.
Oh, so bad. And then it just got worse from there, and we tried some firefight and it was even worse. It just people were up and falling through the map, and then the next day, I mean, from that day on, I couldn't pull host ever. Anyhow, let's what I'll do is I'll load the map from. Oh, I already did that. Nice, loaded it from the file.
Man, that's weird.
But you'll see what I mean about you don't, the outside walls don't need to be square, right? Yeah. Okay. Does it look better now? Can you get in here?
Yeah, they're in line. They are in line. All right, so one is purposely higher than the other, right, to be able to see.
Yeah, just for comparison. Typically, if you can't get the forge monitor through, a player can't get through.
Yeah.
Typically, not always. Sometimes you can crouch and bump your way through.
Nope, there's definitely no way because you can't even get on the ledge. You just slide right off.
What I was thinking, and then finishing it off with I think these wall pieces. Then we'll finish it off. And then,
oh, I wonder if there's enough pieces for this.
oh, maybe not.
Let's see.
Oh, where'd that light come from?
No, I just pulling the lights out.
Oh, you're spawning them. Where were they?
They were in scenery.
So
all the way down.
No, what I meant was you actually spawned them.
Yeah, I actually spawned them.
I'm placing this piece here, and the room just keeps getting brighter. I thought my monitor was screwing up.
Oh, no. I was trying to see. So I originally built the map with a modded map. So
Yeah.
with you know, the anti-cheat turned off and everything. And I was taking a look to see if this had enough of the lighting objects to be able to mute the light source. Because on the other map, you can mute the light source if you put enough of these red and blue lights down, where everything just goes dark.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But you can't do that in this. I'm not sure if it's... I don't know, maybe it has to do with it being from a modded map, or if it's because there's too many pieces on the map doing some
Yeah.
kind of like lighting
Yeah.
interaction.
What? I've never played around with modded maps. Do they not work without if you have anti-cheat turned on? Like, can you play on them?
No. Well, you can, but
Yeah.
depending on what's been modded, the file integrity check that MCC does will remove anything that's outside of the normal. So with a modded map, if you have 255 of a set piece, once you reach the 50 limit, anything beyond that 50 limit, so the 51st piece and so forth, will not appear in the non-modded MCC.
Yeah. So then we have to use a non-modded map then definitely for league play.
Yeah, but the map that I have it's not modded. Like it
Oh,
started
it
on a yeah. Cause the thing, like I started on modded, but if you don't take it beyond the certain points, then it functions properly. Well, but it's like the file integrity check removes the modded portions anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like those modded portions could only show up in anti-cheat turned off, and it won't show up in regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine. The map's fine.
Yeah.
There's no
okay.
need to have
That's
to scrap
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I'm not too sure on the cosmetics of it, or whether or not it'd just be better to start from scratch, like you said.
Well, I always assume that my maps end up in matchmaking.
Yeah.
So I always make it so that it's uh, you know, basically matchmaking approved, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Okay.
this is going to be the first time I'm ever going to start with a wall and then move all my pieces over it and adjust the size of the court width to match something on the wall rather than matching everything in the court.
Really?
Well, no, by one unit though. You see, I needed to close off the top of this
Yeah.
right here, and it was sticking out. So I moved it over one unit, and now I've got to move this over one unit, and then the next one down over one unit, so that
Huh. Man, I can't wait to see what it actually looks like, because it's really desynced.
Oh, is it again?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's super desynced. So right now the ramp is just slowly rotating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
God, it's such a fucking nightmare to be able to party forge. Man. What if other vehicles work? Let's see. What's another vehicle that could work well? Can you sit on the side of this? Oops. Nope. man. Guess there really is no way to use a vehicle for this.
No, and they're very unreliable. And usually if you can get into it, the players find a way into it. Or someone will find a way to fly it in the map. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Whoops. Damn. Where'd that go?
what you looking for?
This warthog I threw over here.
I heard something blow up.
Oh, that was me. I clipped into the ground. Oh, man. No, well. No vehicles then. So this is very promising. It's definitely way better than the Windows. Much, much better than the fucking Windows. Barrier. Oops. Are there no other window pieces similar to barrier?
What's that?
Are there no other window pieces similar to barrier? Do you know? And would it be better to use the tube shield or just the barrier wall?
Oh, I like the look of the tube one better. Besides, it's you can adjust it so it sticks out even further if you need to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could stick it way out there if I needed to. Plus, it makes a cool sound. Oh, you're probably all desynced, right? Okay, here, let's...
Yeah, it's definitely not as noisy as the barrier wall. And it's not as obscured as
Game over.
the barrier wall. The only issue I'd have with it is if it clips out of the wall like that, if a player, if he slams into the side, would have that extra buffer to be able to toss the ball in. That's the only thing I'm unsure about with it being circular like that.
You know what I asked for was the reaches one-way barriers if they could be put into Halo 3, but they never got them in there.
I wish they could have done that. That's so cool.
All right, so let me load it up again.
I wish they could have had like kill fields. What are those? Yeah, like the countdown fields. You know what I'm talking about from Reach?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
would have
which
been
one?
great to have in this. Oh, what is it like the?
Oh, I know the Dominion shields.
No, the field spaces that you can set up where it says please return to the play zone
right.
10 seconds before you die. Yeah,
Kill zone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I wish they had that.
Yeah, that was on our list too. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I was thinking. Like, ooh, look at the Z fighting. I'll fix that.
Yep. Man, that's the best. Oh, right. I didn't look at the map you said to take a look at that.
Which one was? Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, did I just delete that?
No, I just moved. Oh, yeah. It's gone. It's okay. I didn't
Whoops.
say. It's all right. But you can see what I mean now, right?
Yes.
So, and that goes right to the ceiling here, and that's as high as you have to build. You don't need a ceiling. You don't need anything else. It just goes up to there, and that's it. And then you do the same with the end wall, but you can afford to go as high as the number of pieces you have allow. So you can actually make this wall much straighter and just have it embed into like approximately where these ones bend here. These here. You come up to about here, about where the mongooses are parked up here. That's about the height of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. So is a same as this wall, it's just not as steep. But you have to use different pieces because this repeating this pattern is going to take all but two of these ramps.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you've just, that's half your map done just from using ramps. And this wall piece up here. This wall piece could be anything else as well. I just put that there because it was a bright piece.
Okay. So the walls probably should not be slanted. They will need to be like a big box, Foundry style, you know?
Okay, but why?
That seems to be, well, I guess it might not have to. We'd have to play test that, see what the community says. But so far, the community wants Foundry, but not Foundry. Like they want to play Foundry, but they hate the ceiling cap of it, and they hate the, what is it called? The truck crane piece that messes everything up.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. The thing is that a map like this will play exactly the same because you're running. It's exactly the same. Like when you're walking along here, it's exactly the same. The only difference is you're jumping. You're going to slide down a little bit rather than going straight down a wall. You're going to slide a bit more into the court. So you can actually launch and get some distance out there as well. But it really doesn't change the gameplay that much. And we've been using slanted walls since Halo 3, but every game we've had maps with slanted walls in them.
Okay.
As long as it can't be made into a play space, like you can't do a wall run, you know what I mean? Then,
yeah.
But it's the same idea. Players go up and, oh wait, there was a Halo 4 had a bunch of maps that made it into matchmaking that had a slanted wall as well. And there was one that if you got up any higher than normal jump height, you would hit a barrier that would bounce you back out.
Yeah. Now, having the slanted wall is with the intent of there being a ceiling, right?
I don't know. The idea of the slanted wall is that you don't need a ceiling.
Okay. So with playtesting,
If you look at this wall here and just continue it to the end.
Wait, where'd you go?
Right here. The stack
oh,
up
there
here
you are.
Above the tube. You just continue that the full length of the court.
Wait, what?
These pieces I built here.
Yes.
This is just a sample segment of it, but do 6 segments in each side, and
right.
So that's your side wall.
And so, everything above where I'm flying, this is all still here, right? There's no ceiling.
Everything will be gone. You won't need a ceiling for this because all the walls will be slanted up like this.
Crap, I lost you again.
Okay.
Wait. Oh.
All I did was take your court and bend the walls backwards until.
Wait a minute. I must be misunderstanding. You're saying these slanted walls would be fine with the floor of the map being up by where like these blocks are, right? So that the true ceiling of the crypt is the ceiling.
The true crypt of the ceiling is the ceiling. Everything you're standing on here, these would all be gone, obviously.
But like this is where not here, but like a little higher would be the starting floor. Or are we using down there as the floor? I'm not explaining this correctly. But we're using down here as the floor?
No, the floor is the floor.
Right.
But all I'm saying is that once the idea of a ceiling is to keep players from going on top of the walls. And the idea behind players going on top of the walls is so that they can't go behind the walls, right?
Oh. So okay. the second
I'm fixing all the problems, like the walls we have, like these are the walls you built, and just tilting them back slightly because you can't stand on these up here.
Right.
you'll just slide off all the way to the floor.
All right, so let me hit you with the player criticism. So right now, one of the biggest concerns and biggest gripes is the fact there's no ceiling. Why? It has nothing to do with getting out of the map. It has to do with the potential for launches to be overpowered. As of right now, most players don't understand nor think there's any possible way to defend against a launch due to no ceiling. So when you're falling down, you have higher velocity coming in, reducing the timing to be able to stop them. Same with so much height, you can just constantly keep someone going all the way up, and then gives more players enough time to get to the opposite spawn to, kill everyone.
Yeah.
That's the biggest concern that people are having after playtesting with no ceiling, and a lot of people want a ceiling. Thoughts on that?
Oh, okay. So you want a ceiling? You just want one higher than the Foundry 7 or 5 units, right?
Yeah. So Foundry is 3 large doors tall. Where are the large doors?
Okay, it's 7 units is what it is. If you measure using the boundary things, it's 7. You just set that to 7 high, and that's where it goes. So
Okay,
you want
then
10 high.
Yes.
I get it now. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
I had a feeling there was a disconnect with what we were talking about. I was trying to figure out what it was.
An infinite ceiling. That's what you're after.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want a measured ceiling. Okay. Yeah, okay, not a problem. There is
Yeah?
I'm just thinking. I made a court. Right. I made a court, but I don't right, I still would have to do the
Do you not have it? Why does it keep happening?
No, I have like 6 file shares that I use. Because when we brought the stuff over. Okay, so
Yeah?
no, I'm still thinking.
Ah. you keep getting me. you say something.
No, well, the thing is, I'm always thinking on the go, so sometimes I interrupt myself to finish a thought.
Gotcha. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. So the other map, I measured my... Huh?
The one, the rounded ceiling, that's probably too high, right?
I don't know.
So have a look.
Wait, are you talking about this base ceiling here in the crypt, or are you talking about one of your maps?
An older map, yeah.
I don't know. Let's take a look. But the map that I made, the ceiling measured 5... I don't know the units. Okay, so I'm going by doors. It measured 5.2 large doors.
Okay. Next thing I'll do, I'll show you how to measure a map. There we go. We'll just have a look at this. This is the one I made.
Yeah.
And Bungie did they interviewed me over this. Like they
Right.
actually did. They used me as a guinea pig to do like a custom community sort of, I don't know, just community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
So
happened?
no, I'm just saying that's what I took them through how this court was built in that video. It was just a lot of, so
Okay.
something I remember from back in the day. Oh man,
Nice.
so dry.
Yeah,
You know-
I measured it by large door pieces because it's the easiest for the people in the community to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because like no one's gonna understand what like this grid unit up means. Like it's just gonna confuse people. It's just easier for them to have like that visual cue. Okay, let's take a look. So what's the height of this? Where's your pieces?
Right here. Here, let me just set it to phased first, because they default to normal on old maps. So this one is
Got it?
Hold on, I'm just building the hill.
Okay. Three. And... Alright, so the side is 3.3 door. God, you don't like this door measurement, do you?
No, because you have these things that are immutable. Hey, can you see the hill when I'm adjusting it?
I see it. I see it. Yes, I can. It's adjusting.
Just tell me when to stop.
You can stop because I can't see it from the centerpiece.
Okay, actually I can see now.
Yeah, because you already surpassed the sides. All right, so the centerpiece is above, a little bit above 4 door. So what was 4 door? How many uses is that? It's like 20 something.
Okay, so this is, oh, you want it to be this high here?
Oh no, I was just measuring by doors because you were adjusting the grid.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm too used to the visual cues of the doors
Oh,
at
okay.
the moment. So the sides are 3.3 door, which I don't know what that is in grid. Center is slightly above 4 door. Huh. What I'm looking for is the ceiling being 4 door all the way through. I mean, this is fine too, I suppose.
Oh, in that case, just the way I do it is I just screenshot it with holding on to something.
What do
Like
you mean?
frag grenade. You put a frag grenade where you're measuring to,
Right.
and just, oh wait, not frag grenade because you can't set it to phased. So, oh, spawn point. That's what I do.
Whoa. Dude, it's like you're remembering how to forge.
Okay, there we go. So you
Hey.
do spawn point set to phased,
Right.
and then you just do the height is. Oh wait a sec.
You not phase it? Oh, there it goes.
No, it didn't stick.
That's
There
weird.
now. There we go. So the height is 60. So it's 60 there, and the side walls. $62.6. Now you also have to measure the floor because the floor will be different. So the floor is actually at 69. It's actually above where you see it. Okay. Here, can you walk over here and see where your feet are?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is actually lower. Okay, the floor is 69.6. So you just take your differences and then do the same thing in the Foundry map. Set a spawn point on the floor phased and just height measurement from the coordinates.
Right.
Yeah, always use if you can, you always forge in the game mode you're building for. So I'd forge and assault.
Yeah, that's what I do, boss.
That way you get these spawn respawn areas here. Because here, take a look. See the respawn area here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now pick it up and spin it around. Okay, now roll it upside down. You see the actual hill never changes.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
it's
wait.
immutable. So it's a perfect measuring device because it doesn't matter if you drop your
Actually,
thing, it's
it-
never gonna change.
it does change if I
Up and down.
yeah.
I'm just saying that they're immutable means that you can use it for measuring today, tomorrow, and you come back to this map years from now, it's going to be exactly the same place because everything else shifts when you place it in Forge, but these don't.
Yeah.
They're immutable. They don't they don't shift at all.
I was only using these. I probably
like-
should have used them for the standard of the map width, but I was just like I could already visually tell by the grid lining to be able to do it, and then just adjusted the
Anyhow, yeah,
dimensions. Yeah, but I was using that for the spawns primarily. That seemed like the most important to use that immutable object.
Hills now.
Let's say that again.
Can you see the hill now, like the bottom one? If you look at the bottom one,
Yeah.
and then look at the hill over here, can you see where it is in the wall?
Yes. Oh, why does it keep changing? Yeah, I see where it is in the wall.
Yeah. So you see that's why I use that, because you can use those to place pieces much more accurately, because you just keep moving it until you don't see the wall behind it, and then you let go, and you know that they're all going to be exactly the same.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because like even if the pieces are out shifting or out of sync or whatever,
Right.
you see it right away. Yeah, I've always used hills. Right from my very first map, I used hills for measurements, and because they're a perfect measuring stick as well, because you just set the coordinates to whatever you want them to be. And I always keep one on the map that's just a long tube. I use it for like line of sight for like on competitive maps. You use it like as a giant flashlight to like measure your line of sights. Like when I made all the standoff remakes, I use that to make sure that it had all the exact same line of sights from base to base, like between the rocks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's a good fucking idea.
Yeah,
I never
it
thought
works-
about that for line of sight.
Yeah, it works really for that.
Huh.
Just take one of these and just set it to like a 1 unit wide and full 60 by 60 on the length, and you make it this giant tube.
Man, I wish I
Oh.
knew that when I was a kid.
You have to use hill markers for that, because these markers here you can't turn. But if you go into King of the Hill and set a hill marker hill down, you can change the shape of them. Like you can hold it, swing it around like a flashlight.
Okay.
But you can't with we can't with the you can't with the respawn zones, because they're immutable. You can't turn them.
Okay.
Anyhow, those are the best measuring things. So anytime you build a map, the very first thing you do, also here, if you look, you'll see, oh, that's right too, because I moved it. The my bomb pickup is dead center. Well, it isn't on this map because I just moved this hill marker.
Right.
But if I hadn't moved it right at the beginning, it's dead center to the point where it doesn't actually touch the plate. It just stabs right through the middle of the hole in it. So I'm very, very accurate the way when I place spawns and things like that. Like let's see if you can see that. But this is yeah, it's moved slightly because I just moved it. All right. Okay, so this ceiling won't do you any good then, right? Not only that, this map is totally out of pieces.
Yeah. So
Or less.
So if we look at this map, a lot of players do not, or I just call it the majority. So the majority of players do not enjoy a ceiling that's shaped like this. They prefer more of a square ceiling,
Yeah,
something that's
it-
rather uniform.
That way, if you hit it from one in the corner or from the middle,
Yeah.
And really, we only started using this was done as a decorative thing.
I figured.
Yeah, because it was really me. Is really what it was.
Another issue that players do not like from Foundry is the lip over
Yeah,
the bomb plant like this.
it's one that we actually
Massive
placed.
gripe.
Yeah, the whole idea of this was to, if someone did launch a really good launch, it would drop them equal and in front of the goal rather than sliding down the wall behind it, because that's really
Yeah.
hard to defend. So it always dropped them down. You always knew where they were going to land. You know, when
Yeah.
someone was you always knew that they hit that wall, they're going to drop straight down onto the goal line, basically.
Actually, it's not that hard to defend if they slide down the wall. Or at least
Oh.
in current MCC, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because the game
that's-
doesn't function the same.
Yeah, is it ever different? Yeah, lots of differences.
Dude, it's drastically different now. The gravity impact is ridiculous compared to what it used to be.
The gravity is different too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right, because the gravity... Like, they didn't change the engine, did they, for physics?
No, but
And
there was
yeah.
because it went to 60 frames per second, all of the a lot of the game's functions were based on 30 frames per
Yeah.
second.
Like, everything was tied to that.
Frames per
And
second.
so a lot of stuff had to be rewritten.
So once they broke away from tying it to frame time, so you had the way games are supposed to be, it did change a lot of things and how they time them.
It drastically changed mechanics in Gripball.
Yeah, there's no way to exactly match it when you go from one engine to another.
It's
Like-
nuts.
Yeah, but I believe they have more knobs and things that they can turn to. Let's get out
Game
of that.
over.
That they can turn to
Yeah.
like to adjust it to compensate for that. They're always fine tuning it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go into Foundry.
Let's take a look.
There, I have a Foundry canvas too.
Gripball canvas or just traditional?
I think it's a Griffball canvas.
Okay.
I think it is. No, that's in another one of my file shares. That's right. No, this is just a general. This is actually a bad canvas. This is the canvas where everything was deleted. Everything's deleted, so you don't get it back.
Oh, so in the AGLA map that we use right now for the season, there's I think 2 double walls up in the sky. Do you know why that is?
2 double walls, way up in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from an old build. They got flung out there when I was doing the old way before we knew how to ghost merge. Like the first time we put a box on the crane,
Right.
that took 3 days. And you had to build a rig around it, and of all different boxes, and then spawn it and just get the other boxes to spawn in and push it into position. It was a whole thing. So what happened
Jesus.
is there was a box stuck in the ceiling up here for the longest time too. I finally got that, but
Yeah.
one of the pieces of, like, when I went to grab the box to, like, if you tap on it, just gently tap on it, like grabbing it, let it go, let it go, and it kind of like shifts into position when you're doing that. And then as soon as you get it to exactly where you want it, you just quickly save and quit and go back and see if you did it right. So anyhow, one of the pieces of the rig that was holding it together flew off into outer space, and I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it until like a week later that it was gone, and then it was like spotted way the hell out there. I thought there was only the one, but quite possibly 2. But it depends on which version of the map you get. Some people see it, some people don't.
Right.
It's just weird because what happened is a lot of maps I give it to 343. They do a bit of cleanup on it, and then they put it into matchmaking, and then I'll pull the version out of matchmaking and build from that when I do the next iteration. So it had been like in and out of their system so many times that there was just a bunch of weirdness with it. I think there was a something way off behind the map as well, just a door or one of those small picture frame or window frames was also way out there.
Really? Oh yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
just take a quick measurement here. Just oh wait, yeah, respawn point. There we go. Okay, so if I set this to fixed,
Wait, are you sure this would be good? Because wouldn't the grid measurement here not be the same as crypt? It doesn't have a different X, Y, and Z.
sorry, yeah, no, that's why I measured the floor as well. You need it for a reference point. You did write the numbers down, right?
From the previous?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I took a
Remember-
screenshot.
Oh, you took 3 screenshots of the 3 spawn points, right? And the numbers where they were.
Are you talking about the previous map we were just in, or the sandbox Chichen Itza?
The sandbox one.
Oh goodness, no.
Oh, you didn't write it down. Okay, well, we'll write it down now. So what I need you to do is spawn a staircase near the ceiling and walk up it until you can't walk anymore, so I know the height of the ceiling. Or just spawn a box or
Where
a
the hell's the
cart,
staircase?
grab this wall over here
There
or
it is.
something. Yeah, perfect. Now just move it up to the ceiling. Okay,
Oh my
you
God.
probably need lower than that, probably. Oh, maybe not. Oh, right. When I'm holding something, I can go through walls. Right, I forgot about that.
Crap.
I can paint it inside a wall here.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You're stuck? Just go to turn around with your back to the wall. Go to forge mode.
Really? Didn't work.
Didn't work. Okay, your side of the wall. You'll
Yeah.
eventually get.
I think I'm hard stuck. Hey.
Can you grenade yourself?
Suicide.
Fun.
Are there
Sweet.
spawn points?
All right. What about spawn points?
You grenaded yourself, so you got a longer respawn time.
Oh yeah. Dang.
Okay, so up the stairs.
All right. I got to do another pair of stairs. It's too high.
And just jump as you go. Like, don't crouch or anything. Just jump. And just as high as you can go without... Okay. Okay, so just let go of your controller. Stay in player mode.
All right. Let me go back up.
Walk
Okay.
up, jump a few times, and just stand still. Right. And I just want to see where it pushes you down to. Okay, so the height is...
I'm still being pushed.
7.9. Oh, I'm just lining the spawn point up to your head, so it's exactly to your head. 7.9. Okay. And the height of the floor.
Why am I still sliding? Oh.
Because it's a soft character.
So I stop.
Okay, the floor is 0.7.
What was the previous number?
I yeah, the stairs.
All right. Floor 0.7.
Yeah, 0.7.
And then ceiling. All right, let me go back up.
Go back up. And just jump up and down, but don't move forward or backwards. Just jump up and down. Okay, I just want to see where the game settles you. Okay, right there. Okay, go forward again.
All right, let me
Just
tab back in.
Walk forward without jumping. Okay, and let go.
Yeah, I'm sliding a bit.
Okay, we'll say it's 7.9.
All right, 7.9.
So it's actually then, what's that?
So it's a
Seven.
7.3.
7.2? I said it was
Oh,
7.
no, that's 2.
There.
Whoops.
Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Math. All right, so 7.2.
So that's the height of this ceiling. So you want
Yeah.
it to be higher, is that correct? Or just
Yes. Yes. It's got to be higher.
Okay, so how high do you think you guys want it?
So, I don't know. We'd have to play test that. Right
That's
now,
true.
yeah, the open ceiling
Yeah.
is fantastic, but it's apparently too overpowered, so it can't be that. This ceiling's too low, so it can't be that. Right now, I set it to 4 doors. How many units is a door? So then I can just generalize that.
I'll just measure a door. Just drop a door down.
Yes, I'm trying to find in the object thing here. The door large. Oh my god. Oh boy. We gotta make sure the door's not clipping into the ground because these things do that.
Yeah, they do, right.
There we go. Alright, I'll just make it higher. Oh, I guess you should adjust it because I don't know if it's desynced for you from me. Dude, I'm gonna freak out that keeps happening. Oh my god. I spawn a piece and then it just knocks me out of the map and kills me.
I'll just do this instead. Where's the stairs? Did you delete them? Bring them
Yeah.
back.
Alright, alright. Where are the stairs? Stairs. They're back. What are you gonna do?
Oh, put the stairs back. I need you to stand on them again.
Oh, okay. Put them back in the air?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Put them to fixed or phased.
Yeah, I thought I did. Okay, this is where I'm settled.
Okay, so let's try 7. Yeah, that's why. Can you see the light, like the hill?
I see it.
Okay. That's 7. That's why I said the height of this is 7. When I measure with this, it's 7.
Right.
Because the thing about these is you can let them drop and they fall into the floor. And then you use that for your measurement where it actually sits in the floor. So that's 7 units right there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
Does that fall on the floor on sand trap?
it will fall slightly into the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, like halfway up the post. So that's 10. Oh, I can't see where that is because it's stuck in the ceiling. So where's a opening in the ceiling? There's an opening. Yeah, so that's like 10. That's about how high you want to go, right?
I think so. What do one of these doors measure at?
Oh, right. Here, just set the door. It's hard to say because, you know, they do go into the ground slightly.
Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's respawn area.
Door is...
Oops.
Oh, you're lighting up a hill. Only one hill can light up at a time.
Oh, really?
It's weird.
Oh, I didn't
Because
know.
when I oh right too, because typically when I forge, I always forge split screen,
Oh.
and so I have one controller that lights up the hills, and the other one does all the forging. So I just have one controller, and all it does is set up measurements. So what's the height of that one?
It
So-
is
Units. So that's
2.4
2.5.
or no, it's not
2.5.
2.5 because the 2.5 is above it.
Yeah.
Can I go? Oh no, it's only by 5s. That sucks.
Yeah. Anyhow, you should just measure by using these using the respawn areas. You get much more accurate measurements with that.
Yeah. All right, so it's 2.6. I think.
So how many? 4 is like 10, right?
Yeah.
10.4 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's approximately what I had for the height of this hill here. Oh. And thing is, what you can always start at 10 and just move the wall down or the ceiling down if need be. Yeah, so this is what I mean. You used to be able to go underneath these pipes, but you can't now.
Why'd they change it?
I don't know. They completely changed the way the map files are. I don't know why. Everything else is the same. All the Forge maps are the same, but it broke a lot of the puzzle maps because a lot of the puzzle maps create you have to go you'd like flip through the walls
Yeah.
with a turret and stuff
Yeah,
like
like
that.
they were all based on glitches. Oh
That's
man,
right. Yeah, the Buddha Crane maps. Yeah,
that sucks. That's very disappointing to hear.
they broke them. Totally broke them.
Damn. Shoot. Large door. 6. Okay.
So I guess that
10
takes
points.
us back to your map, but I don't want to desync your map. Just don't do any saves while we're in it. That's
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
That'll be fine.
Game over.
So basically, we just have to find an economical way to make a proper host box. Like you might still be able to do what I did with those wall pieces
Yeah.
with a straight up and down wall. They say you just have to place it so that players can't get through or close to each other.
Right.
And we have to test to see if you can get lock on. That was the other thing.
Yeah. Here, hand me leader.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Backing out, backing out, backing out. There we go.
The 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Let's see. Where is Sambo? Sambo 4D.
I'm just going to grab a Coca-Cola.
All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go take a piss real quick. No, give me a moment. All right. You there? Me too. So let's go back in here. Definitely change this. Ugh. Jesus. Wait, what the hell uses 10? Oh, nothing. Ten. Okay. Fly up here.
I'm here.
Yeah, I see you. I see you moving. All right, fly up here.
Oh, okay, yep.
Fly up to the ceiling. Okay, go through the teleporter. Whoops. All right, so this is one of. I guess like from here would be where to try the.
Just host box, or are these going to be for broadcast?
Oh god, I want something better for broadcast.
Why don't we just make it for broadcast then? Like, because this is too high for broadcast. This is fine for host box for AFK hosts basically, but if
Yeah.
you're going to be broadcasting, you have to be way closer to the players.
Okay.
I
Where-
find
yeah.
anything higher than wall hop height is almost too high. Anything higher than this.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Because when you broadcast from a height up here, by the time they see it on their computer screen, it's just a bunch of dots running around. You don't actually see like the player's armor and stuff like that. It just-
Really?
yeah, it's just too small. When
So,
when you
huh.
when you get the camera right down to the players like tip of their hammers, basically, you bring the viewers much more into it. You know what I mean? Like
I understand what you're saying, but let me hit you with what we've been doing for the past like multiple seasons. So Foundry, the first neutral host area up
The one-
on the sidewall, that's
Yeah.
where everyone does their streaming from. That's where everyone does their like
know, I've
spectating
seen-
from.
it bothers me when I see it.
Unfortunately, that's what most of the players are used to. And
Yeah,
a
you know-
lot of players actually don't like it
The-
from behind.
Yeah, one of the problems was that it wasn't a problem back
yeah.
in the day, but it is now, where it affects the spawns when you have an enemy cameraman behind you. It'll affect
Yeah,
the spawn.
yeah. You're right. I forgot about that. I was only thinking about how people behind the spawn can hammer, and that will disrupt everything that happens.
Well, yeah, you get a responsible host. That's not a problem, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big downside.
So it's okay having someone neutral. See, what I was thinking is what I was doing before.
Yeah.
These two wall pieces, take them down, and have the player behind here watching from here, but have them like set right to ground level. So it's just a matter you see, it's going to be the same number of pieces for the wall. It's just you'll just have to reorient where pieces go.
Right. Man, you really like the ground level thing.
It really makes a difference, I find.
Damn. I personally hate the ground level thing. It's so hard to follow the game.
Yeah, well, actually, it'll be here. Let me actually put the piece down, and I'll just. Oh, you got one here in the middle I can use. Can I just take this one?
Yeah,
I'll
go
just
ahead.
take-
I'm not going to save. You just do whatever you want.
yeah.
I really wish they would fix the desync problem. Because I don't remember it being this bad in original Halo 3. Actually, I don't think it was an issue in original Halo 3. I used the co-op Forge and didn't have these kind of problems.
Yeah, I used to as well, as I say, except for my.
Yeah, your split screen co-op. Ah, shoot, what is that called? Tube shield. Oh,
Uh,
I'm capped? Interesting. I am capped.
Yeah, so if I don't know if you're synced or not, but can you see where I placed a brick in a wall over here?
Yes.
That's about where the view would be there. So it's halfway down the wall. Halfway between the floor height and where you had it.
Yeah, that seems a lot better.
Yeah, that's about where we had them in Halo 4. They were up high in Halo 4 as well. And we actually had a piece in Halo 4, which is like one of the bases, Forge
Yeah.
pieces. And it had a hollow spot, so we could actually put a teleporter in there, and they could just stand in there and look out. No one could see them. That was really handy. There's no pieces like that in Halo 3 at all. There's no hollow pieces. Everything's solid.
Man. They're
So
not going to be able to add pieces like that into Halo 3, would they?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be able to?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, and the other thing too is you should have opposing boxes. So you'll have a host box on one side and then a duplicate one on the other, so that there's only one person per box, and that way you can better control. Like they can't hammer each other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You'll have a host and a cameraman or whatever on each like it'd be a 5v5 game. And that way they can't hammer each other. They get the exact number of like you can constrain how far they can walk one way or the other, and just have set up your 2 custom power-ups so they can never escape them. Basically, they'll get it. Oh, the power-up should be every 90 seconds too. And that way you can just play standard griff ball.
Okay.
Because
That's the length of it?
unless someone's messed with it, standard Halo 3 griff ball, even the matchmaking version was set up for live streaming. It was set up for the power-ups, the custom power-ups for the host. And it was also, a lot of people don't know this, it was also set up for Griff Goose.
What's Griff Goose?
Griff Goose is Griff Ball, Halo 3 Griff Ball in Mongooses. We played it in 3, 4, and Reach.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. The only difference is Griff can only be... Oh, no, Griff can drive. That's right. We set it up so... Oh, no, in Halo 3, Griff had to be a passenger. That's correct. But in Halo 3, I think you could hammer while you're a passenger. I can't remember. Anyhow, it was very fun. Anyhow, I'm just saying that we always made it as a default in the game type just so that it would be compatible with every map out there.
Right.
So the matchmaking versions of Griffball all had they all had the custom power-up settings for the host, just because we figured that people would want to host a game and they just grab whatever version of Griffball they had, right? So we made sure that every version of Griffball had every feature.
I like that thinking.
We didn't make any one-offs at all in any of the games. All there, if it's an official map or an official version of Griffball, we even had it so that all the maps, including the ones in matchmaking, had all the practice variants on it. Like they were set up for Slayer, they were set up for VIP,
right,
for ball practice or whatever. Anyhow, every map, every game type was set up for it. Anyhow, back to this. I think you're actually coming along. Just as I said, if you can figure out how to put the reconfigure these walls so that that there's a spawn box on each side, and might want to like put this in the middle and build around it.
All right, so
just make it the width.
That height is perfect. All right, let me screen cap that and get that height down.
Oh wait,
right,
I can probably.
Huh? All right, so that box height would be good.
Now, if you go up one, it looks like it's hovering on the floor.
Yeah, I see that. All right, so then using that height. Okay, I can do that height. I like that. So what do you think about up here on the ceiling?
Oh, wait. Did we... Sorry, I just want to take a measurement of that.
Of the full court? No, we did not.
Right, what's your center? Oh, this is the AGLA map, so the center point will be 9.5 by 2, right?
This is not the AGLA map.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I built this from scratch.
Oh, right. Okay, so this is close. Oh, okay, so it's not in the middle.
No, I'm gonna have to shift the whole map over. That's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. Or you can make it so that it matches the map here. I'll put 2 of these down. I'll make one the same size as the court.
Oh yeah, after you do the measurement, if I can take you up top to the top of the map for a possible secondary host spot because I don't know. I'm afraid it might not be possible to have two side windows without running out of pieces. That's what I'm afraid of.
You're gonna need about 6 pieces per box, and most of the pieces are already here. Like, you may end up having to use the window, which would be really unfortunate because it really limits the visibility. But either way, you're still going to be using less pieces than what you're using here already.
You said 6?
Yeah, yeah, basically 6, like, more than what you've got. So I think we can economize in a few other ways too.
Okay.
Anyhow, I've got this piece down here. Yeah, here's where you're going to economize. You're pretty close. Yeah, you know what? The size your cord is fine,
Right. Oh, it is?
and it's pretty accurate. Pretty close. Yeah, you're bang on for the width.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have to move anything. You just have to use this measurement as your center point. That's all.
Okay.
So the center of your map is 2.8. That's the center line of your map. So you're
All right.
all right. Always change those to phase first. Yeah. You don't have to change anything. These are the spawn points that were on the original map, right?
I used those measurements from the GGL map.
Oh, you just used the measurements. You didn't.
Yeah, I
okay.
just copied the measurements. I took the little grid box, I did the measurements, and then I placed them down even through the thing, and then I tried to match them accordingly.
What I'll do, though, I'll just give it a quick run through and make sure they're right after. No
Okay.
need to do that.
Alright, economize, huh? God,
Oh,
that's
right.
what I'm afraid of.
Do one of these for the.
What I'm thinking is... I feel like there's not a way to economize this. What I'm thinking is, if I can't do 2 boxes, one on opposite sides, then this piece up here on the ceiling. You're also cutting out a bit. This piece here. Where'd you go? Nokyard?
What's that? I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
It kept sounding like you were getting further and further away. Wait, I don't know how you would use this without it.
okay. So,
That doesn't make sense.
this ceiling height is. Hold on, I gotta find the gap to get through here.
It's right here in the center.
Yeah.
Oh, you already made it through?
This is actually like 8.5, 8.7.
Okay. Because I measured it out to, I used the door measurements.
Yeah,
Because that's like the one thing that's uniform across all things. 8.7.
Well, except for when it desyncs like everything else is in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, I think that looks good though. That looks like a good height.
Okay. I really wished I could... Actually, I don't know. Maybe I still can extend the wall hops out. But as of right now, it seems that the playstyle change for the wall corners and the wall hops over the plant is actually a good change, instead of it being a wall piece all the way across to the corner.
Yeah.
That seems to be a change that a lot of people are actually liking. It's also a lot easier to wall hop on this than Foundry. Oops.
Yeah, you're. I'll fix your wall hops as well. I'll make them all line up. I'll have to do that on my own though. I can't do that with
Yeah.
two people. Like I'll just do a lot of the cleanup
Okay.
and then give you final save on it afterwards. Because I think it's coming along good actually. I can't really see other than changing up the holes, the position for the players here. Oh, the spawn rooms. That's where you can economize. You don't need spawn rooms.
So let's look at that.
Okay, you see all these pieces for the spawn rooms? You only need like 3. 6.
3.
Well,
Ah.
you don't need a ceiling on the spawn room. Oh wait, actually you do. Sorry, yes you do.
I was about to say, like, what do you mean by that?
Well,
Because like people are just gonna jump out.
I just think they're too big. They're too long. Like it takes too long to go into the teleporter.
Oh, so teleporter timing is 4 seconds.
It is 4 seconds. Oh,
Yeah.
it seems better than that.
So
Okay,
it's 4 seconds forward. It is 5 seconds diagonal to the furthest.
okay. That's fine then. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Okay, it looked. You know what? It probably looked long because the ceiling was low.
Could be why. The current setup for teleporters and spawns, I'm not going to use them the way they are. I'm going to bring them closer. I'm going to take what you did with Foundry and just use Foundry style.
Yeah, Foundry is weird because it uses some two ways where you would expect it to be a receiver node. I use some two ways as receivers
Oh, really?
because you don't have enough,
Oh,
right?
in this you do. But that's okay.
Oh, or did they change the number?
Yeah, you have a lot of them in this.
Oh my god! Do you ever?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, so I was just going to run it. What I mean by Foundry style is the spawns are zigzag. Just like how they are in Foundry. And then the teleporters are closer. Closer together. I suppose I could economize by making the room smaller.
yeah, actually, maybe not. Well, I just thought you have side walls that you don't need because there's already side walls.
That's a good point. Let's take that out. Let's take that out.
Oh
Whoop.
crap! I moved your wall. Yeah, I want to
That's
move
right.
the other wall.
Oh,
Delete it,
we're not saving this, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah. So that's one thing you can do. You use coordinates for placing the teleporters and that, right? You just
Yeah.
use coordinates. Okay, good. Yeah, well, I'll check all that anyway.
Well, actually, for some of them, I use the grid floor for lining it up, and then do manual movements because the coordinates aren't really that specific.
You have these pieces of corn.
Where are you? And what'd you say about corn?
No, I'm just saying the corners look awkward because these pieces are too high. They should be lower to match the one that they're in the corner with.
Oh, so I suppose so. I did that because there was the wall clipping issue, where if you jump and hold along the side, you'll clip into, or not clip, but you'll tag a wall piece, and then it will pop you out. Yeah, so I had to put it like that
Okay, I see
to
what
allow
you
it for smoothing. Which,
What
if
I
you
mean-
can fix that, that'd be perfect.
lower it too.
Huh?
Just so it's the line at the top here. You
Yeah.
See, it's a different height. Can you lower it by 2 units so it's the same height? Just so that this line here lines up with that line here. Just aesthetically, it look way better.
Like that? It's not synced for you, is it?
No, it's way out for me. It's like
Okay, you should do the movement then. You should tag
no,
it and
it's
move.
okay. It's like Godzilla or something's placing it. It's just slammed wherever. No, that's okay. Because as I said, you're not saving it anyway. Yeah, just as I said, just so that it lines up with this other piece. It just looks like it looks too 4G when you don't have things lined up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I did overlook that.
So,
Nice.
right. Well, that way, that way.
I don't know if this. I don't know how to be able to get this tubing to work as a
Yeah,
window.
I don't know if it will. That's just something I always wanted to try, but I just not sure how the damage works or if you can get lock on through it. If you know what I mean, like if
Yeah.
like
Oh, you can
because
definitely get lock on through it.
yeah, like the way you have this wall here, the opposing one above it should be the same thing but facing downwards, and then the gap should be just enough that you can't get your forge monitor between them, and then you set the height of the floor based on your point of view. You just fine tune it until you get to see the most of the court.
Hmm.
Yeah, so don't delete the pieces, the extra pieces from your spawn room. Just using the patched ceiling. Just move them up to the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Should the ceiling be just like Lincoln log across long ways, or should it be a
I don't know if you
like
don't have
inward pyramid style?
if you don't like you can't like you have lots of gaps. Is that intentional or is that
Yeah,
you
that's
don't have?
intentional right now. It's not. This isn't complete. I
Oh,
was just
okay.
trying to piece it together before I came to talk to you.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it all depends on how many pieces you have left because they say you're gonna be grabbing some of those pieces from the bottom. Um,
Yeah, so if I delete those pieces and I don't change anything else right now, we have. Where's this huge? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pieces.
and you have all your teleporters in place, right? Oh yeah, they are obviously are because we were using
Yeah,
them. Like the ones that are under the floor, right? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about a sky room? Whoops, like up here as the secondary. If I can't do 2 opposing wall pieces.
I think you can because, as I said, the if the tube and the power up work, like if you can get them to work. Geez, I really wish we had the I wish they had brought Foundry staircase over
Yep, that's another one that I wish we fucking had.
because you see the shape of these ramps here. When you do the same thing with the Foundry staircase that you're doing with this, they're
It's
actually
much better.
yeah, and they're actually touching and it's wide enough that you can see the entire court between them. So because they got the huge pointy end on it that's all see-through on it.
Right. Man, it's definitely much better. Man,
Yeah,
how?
so it's any pieces that you reclaim from making your spawn room, any pieces you reclaim from that, just slide them up into the ceiling.
Okay. This I don't know if this is even going to be an option for this because you can't see. You can only see the floor when launches happen. You can't follow. Because I'm trying to set this. I know it doesn't look like anything to you right now because of the desync, but I'm trying to set this to where you can't crouch through. Or like crouch enough through to where you can get locked on. That's what I'm trying to set it to. But doing that reduces so much vision.
Oh, that's right. Um the wall above can stick out, can overhang.
Hmm.
As long as you
As long as you.
I'm just thinking, I'm thinking again. Wall spinning for you?
Yeah, that's how it was when you were forging. It was just constantly spinning.
Constantly spinning, yeah. Um yeah, the downward facing one can be out just slightly. I'm just wondering if that might, yeah, no, that would be a problem because, oh, I have an idea. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Uh, See, I'm thinking that I always think too that when people get launched and they hit the side wall, they hate it if they hit a notch and then drop straight down. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you want the walls to be as smooth as possible.
Yeah. With current physics, you can float people really hard, even if they clip something. They won't just drop all the way down. They could literally float way further. If everyone keeps hammering.
Yeah.
It's rather extreme, the difference.
Yeah, so any pieces as well that you weren't going to use, just float them in the ceiling. Don't actually delete them in case you accidentally delete one of the original pieces.
Yeah, that's that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah. Okay, well tell you what, you have enough to keep you busy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you have something else to show me and I will jump in and have a look at it. On my own, of course, so I can actually see where everything is.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's coming along very well. I think you're on track. As I say, I because I didn't understand the original objectives about the ceiling and all that. That's why I started building another map. But I think you're doing just fine.
I got you. So,
And
yeah.
also, here's another cool thing. If you do not have enough blocks for the full ceiling, you can actually make a pattern of gaps and have that as a decorative element.
I was also thinking about that too.
Yeah, as long as it's not big enough to throw the ball through. I mean, there's no ball throwing. As long as there's not enough, like it has to be narrow enough that the ball actually can't get through if it gets hammered out.
Yeah. That
Not that-
was exactly the route I was going to take if I was not able to make it an even ceiling.
Yeah. All right. So if you want, let's cancel this one so that you can redo everything you just did.
Okay. Oh, but before we cancel, come back up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So what do you think about having a spot right here, dead center? This window spot. Like, come up here so you can take a
Well,
look.
it's an additional 2 teleporters, an additional 2 power ups. Oh, you can
So-
probably get away with it. But can you really see? Oh, not only that, if this is a camera position and this is the only one they use, that's gonna be nauseating. Because they're gonna have to keep spinning around to see the one side of the court or the other.
Yeah. This, I'm thinking of this if it's not possible to set up a second, like an opposing camera side. Like,
Here's the
if
thing.
that's not possible.
Do a window like this, but
Yeah.
do it as a 90-degree, sort of like a V shape. So you're standing down in the V.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Someone actually had that on. I'm trying to remember the name of the map. They had a window in the ceiling, but unfortunately did it like at the height of this ceiling here. It was like
Yeah.
way up. So I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm seeing one of them.
Did they adjust for you? No, you just phased through.
I just saw one. I only see one window there.
Okay. Here, you adjust them to set it, because I set it to a V for me.
Of course, I had my snap set to 90.
Yeah, I got mine set to 15. Oops. The only issue I'd have with this is if it descends into the playfield, players will just slam into it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can see that too, especially with it at center. I was actually thinking of just doing the same sort of thing, but up in here. But you get the same thing. Anything impeding or interfering into the center of the court can
Yeah.
be seen. The whole idea is that you wanted everyone to have a nice square. This looks almost like my first map.
Really?
My first map on Sandbox, the first Griffball court, took about 2-3 months to make, and everyone was waiting for it. And then finally we tested it, and the hammers were too bright. It was like blinding. It's like, oh well, scrap that. So we basically scrapped it. Like 3 months worth of work, we scrapped it after about 90 seconds of playing.
That's nuts.
So we just wish we had play tested it much earlier. It ended up getting used in the Bungle playlist. Do you remember that? Where Bungie did like a sort of a tongue-in-cheek competitive league called Bungle.
I do not.
It was it was like an April Fool's thing, and it was sort of like HCS, except it was like all dual SMGs and
That sounds fun.
dual plasma rifles as the competitive weapon, like dual automatics for competitive. And they made a mini game type, a mini game type that was based on Mongooses, band cannons, and sentinel beams. And in Halo 3, the sentinel
Man.
beams are yellow.
That
Right?
sounds so much fun. I wish I had
Well,
fucking
The
played that.
game type was called Golden Showers.
Oh, nice. Dude, you could get away with that back in the day.
Yeah, the game type showers, and it was basically 10% damage and like 900% shields. So you would have to aim this thing at someone for like 30-40 seconds to kill them. So
And
it
that was in
just
matchmaking?
well, what it was is they stole my Griffball court and they
Yeah.
took the ceiling out of it, and then they put it so that you spawned into a man cannon in the corner and were flung into the map on spawn.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Out of the map, you could grab a mongoose, and basically, if you were in the mongoose, you would get into a man cannon. It would throw you either into the map, or it would throw you into another man cannon, and you could just like go back and forth.
Damn.
It's just the stupidest thing.
They don't have that
Flying around
That-
shooting each other.
that
was
doesn't that map
very-
doesn't carry over in MCC, does it?
As I say, it was just done for the April Fool's Day playlist.
Man,
It was just there for like a double experience weekend. That was it.
I would love to play that.
Never played again. But they actually stole my map for that. So I'm glad that it did get used. Didn't get used for Griffball, but it did get used. And anyhow,
Yeah.
it was a lot like this one was with the solid ceiling.
Are you noticing the drastic color change?
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
from
lighting change, where everything's just muted.
You might be able to put the lights outside of the ceiling as well and still get some other effect, right?
Wait, what?
If you put the lights outside the court, they'll still
Yeah.
light up.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was doing before. That's where if I delete these, that's where a lot of the lighting's coming from.
Yeah,
But
good.
like I was telling you earlier, how you can mute the color with
Yeah.
putting too many.
Yeah, and
It's weird.
two colors inside in the same space, and you'll get a different color too.
Yeah, I was doing that mixture too, but I didn't know that you could actually mute the colors by having too many of these light sources on the map.
Yeah, but mileage may vary if the map ever goes into matchmaking, because it could be completely different.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't. I mean,
Take me-
you can make edits to put in the matchmaking, but like this is
Yeah.
only for the community.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that. It might even look different on other people's computers. That's all.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying now.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is when you play test it, get the people's opinions on on those things as well.
Yeah. With the playtesting so far, I've only gotten opinions on spawns, play style of the map, and cosmetics. Huh?
The frame, you don't. It's not stuttery. Sometimes when you have too many forge pieces, it just looks stuttery, but it's pretty smooth looking.
Yeah, I know what you mean by the stuttery. I don't know if it still happens in MCC. I haven't
don't-
seen it happen.
I still see it on some maps, some of the older maps.
Oh, like I know the.
It's not like it used to be, and I don't think it's to do with the graphics card or frame rate or anything like that. It's just drawing the lighting for the pieces. Like I still get a bit of disco effect. Do you get that in game though?
Disco effect?
Do you not see all the pieces are all flashing?
No.
Oh, you don't see that. Okay. You might see that in your own forge session. Where
I
you
haven't.
stand
Oh,
and
really?
and if you look at all the pieces at once, they'll start flashing.
Are you on console or you're on PCs? Weird.
I'm PC, pretty good one too.
That's very strange. I've never seen it happen in custom games.
Oh no, it rarely happens in customs. It mostly happens in Forge
Okay. No,
A
but
lot
I
of
haven't
it's-
even seen it in Forge either.
because
Weird.
it has the grid in Forge where it doesn't in game.
You think it might be due to a graphical setting?
No, it's just the Forge thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know the stuttering happens when objects are overlapping each other and they're not even.
Yeah.
But I tried to make sure that the walls were not overlapping just to avoid that impact. Or at least like certain parts not overlapping, because I know the bomb side walls can overlap and not cause a stutter.
All
But
right.
not,
Well, I'm
not
gonna
many pieces can do that.
take off. Let you finish cleaning up on here and see if you can figure out the. Oh, and let me know tomorrow or if you're around
Yeah.
to test out the to see what can and can't kill through these barriers.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure the reason we didn't do it is because even with invincibility, I think we could still get killed.
You can get assassinated, and you can assassinate others. Nothing stops that for some reason. There's no game setting to change that.
Yeah, it's like if you can see their back, you can hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then hammering. I don't know if this mutes the gravitational effects of the hammer or it doesn't. I don't think it does. I don't think anything does.
Think any either.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I don't know. It depends too, because if the walls are also close together, so that blocks some of it. They say you want to get the walls pinched together as close as possible, but still make it so you can still see the court.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let me know when you got something.
Oh well.
Either way, looking good.
Appreciate it, Nokyard.
Hey, no problem. Hey, is there any way to turn these so that
Where'd you go?
the red and blue, the corners, turn it so that the red and blue show into the court? Stop spinning it.
Oh, sorry. um,
Just for orientation, because you can get spun around pretty easily in a griffball court.
if we do that, then there's going to be, in order to keep it the same length of corner, there's going to be this like edge clipping. Here, you should move one of the corners so you see what I mean. Or maybe not. Maybe, no, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know how that shows for you, but
Maybe, I think I'm wrong.
yeah, because the gold kind of
Oh,
looks
yeah.
dull, 45-degree angle depending on the lighting. It looks
You're right.
like yeah.
We can do it like this. I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah, just to give it a little splash of color.
All right. Yeah, I'll run with that.
And another thing I would do Now, the original map had 4 of those, so you should have. Oh wait, you used all 4 of them. Never mind. Um,
For what?
if you have the budget left, once you get everything done, if you have 2 pieces left, you should think about. Let me. Gee, try to find stuff in here. There we go.
Ah, as a cosmetic to show attacker and defender side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I let go of the piece and went flying against the back wall here.
Yep. In Foundry, I just kept killing myself.
Yeah. Gives them just another thing to look at that, you know what I mean, visually to line
Yeah,
the
to
goal.
know which sides. Okay. That's a good idea. Like, I definitely knew that cosmetic-wise, I had a lot I could do. There was a lot that could be done. Yeah, the biggest gripe that I had myself was making sure that the map plays well and that players are able to appropriately adjust and to ensure that there's not too much adjustment necessary
Yeah.
for people to have to relearn how to play.
Yeah. Now here's another thing too with the side walls is if you put them front to front, back to back, or nose to nose, tail to tail, they'll line up with each other properly.
Okay.
So you just take every second one and
Yeah, and flip it. Okay.
that'll help with your spawn room too. You might adjust it so that your spawn room has like an opening that you can get out of. I think once you it's around, you'll be able to close that opening up.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be mindful as to which side is back and which side is forward for
Yeah.
the spawn rooms.
All right, I'll nail that down.
There we go. Oh, and it should the side walls too. Well, you're going to be changing them anyway. Like the corners,
Yeah.
where those silver pieces, same thing, top to top, back to back, or bottom to bottom.
And match
And
them
they'll-
with the corners. Okay.
Yeah, they'll just line up slightly better. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, though, depending on the angles.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. There you go. All right, I'm taking off then.
All right, fantastic. I appreciate your assistance.
Hey, no problem.
Game
Yeah, dude. I like how when I first reached out to you, you're like, "Yeah, dude, we'll set that up," and then it was 2 weeks later.
Yep. Well, I had a roommate move out on me, and we moved them to town, and then I had to like completely rebuild my place. So,
Really?
but it's like all this room now. Yeah, except my TV is an iPad now. Used to be a 55-inch. That's the only thing that's a disadvantage now.
That's an insane difference.
Well-
that's ridiculous.
Well, if you hold the iPad really close, it looks just as good. It's still like or 2K or whatever. It's
Yeah.
still really. But so if you hold it close, it's even better. But that just gives me inspiration to actually buy a TV that'll work with Xbox. Like get an LG, eventually save up for it
Okay.
someday. Alrighty, I'm taking off then. Take it easy.
Wait, what size TV did you want to get?
I was either going to get the 48-inch LG OLED and use it as a monitor
Yeah.
and TV, or just get a regular, 140p 2K gaming monitor and a regular LG, like the bigger one, because apparently the bigger ones are actually less expensive than the smaller ones because they don't make as many as the 48-inch one.
Huh.
Only
I-
55.
I just snagged a. Well, how much were you trying to pay?
Oh, I don't know. As I said, I won't be doing this till like I wanted to do it like right away, and then when they delayed Infinite or Infinity or whatever,
Yeah.
all what I'll do is I'll just save up and buy a kick-ass graphics card and a TV when that game comes out.
Nice.
I don't need it for MCC, you know.
Oh, definitely not.
I don't need a 4K plasma TV for forging Halo 3.
Like
Nuts.
like I just recently bought a 58-inch UHD LED LCD TV from Costco for $400.
Yeah, I think which one?
The
My
Vizio 58-inch Class M.
Yeah, it's a good TV.
Yeah, that was definitely a good buy.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're looking at anything up there in terms of pricing for what you're going to try and get.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really need an OLED TV. If I have an OLED computer monitor, then I don't need an OLED TV as well.
Yeah, it's just redundant.
Redundant. I
Have
just
you-
need a more comfortable chair. That's all.
What are you willing to dish out a couple $100 on a good chair?
Well, I actually already did, but it's
Oh.
still, I'm really picky.
That's understandable, dude. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Like you got
All right.
to pick the right one. Wait, did
I
you
gotta,
before you go? Have you played Infinite or play tested any of it?
no.
Oh, that's
It'd be cool.
unfortunate. Yeah, I was wondering if like I would have expected you of all people to have had some play time or a little bit of experience.
To me about Forge and stuff like that. Like, if you're, I don't know if you're in the Scripters Guild
No.
Discord. There's actually members of the 343 Forge team in our Discord,
Right.
and they just read everything because they want to know what we're doing with Forge, right?
Oh.
And they took they asked for a wish list from us and Forge Hub and 5 other places for what they want to see in the next game, and they're actually listening, and it's like one day we're talking about what would be really cool, and they're like saying, yeah, what if you had this instead? It's like, oh, that'd even be better. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Were
so
any
it's like, oh, they're listening, so that's cool.
were any of the suggestions physics modification?
There's been thousands of suggestions.
Okay. Ah, shoot.
Things, yeah, like being able to change the actual how it's work and things like that. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
That's true. But if that is possible and that ends up being an option, then that's going to make the Forge and this new thing really good.
The feeling I get from what I'm talking to, like the MCC guys and stuff, the feeling I get, and as I said, this is just the feeling I get, is that they want it to be so open-ended that if you come in and say, well, hey, you know what, the BR is great, but if you could just put a little bit more stopping power and a little bit less killing power on it, they'll be able to go in and adjust that like on the fly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Before it would take a complete content update to change shit, right?
Yeah.
But now they'll be able to change a little more like stuff that they can do on their end to make things easier.
Hmm.
So anyhow, I got to take off. I'm way behind here.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. All right. So let me know when you got something to show me. Take your time with it. We got a few weeks, right?
Yeah.
Before the season starts. Yeah. And yeah, I'll clean it up. What I'll do is one of the specialty things is I go in and clean up maps so that everything lines up perfectly.
Right.
It's just something I do. And it takes me about 2 days to do it, but when it's done, you won't be able to see a bump or a seam anywhere in it. Everything will be lined up.
How do you do that?
Like what I said about alternating pieces. Here, you know what? Before we go, I'm going to show you here. Jump back in or invite me back in.
Okay.
I just show you one more map before we go.
All right, did you get that invite?
Got the invite, but
You want me to send you another one?
no, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I just couldn't remember if I had to hit the button or where it came up. Join. Okay, good.
Here, let me give you leader.
Yeah,
Bing,
I'll just
bing.
show. Just to give you an example, I'll show you the remake of Rift Ball High that I finished just a while ago. I actually uh, drift ball higher.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
What'd you actually do?
I'm just going to show you how I lined the floor up
Okay.
by alternating pieces back and forth. And in this case, they alternate up and down. So when you go down the floor, you're actually going up, down, up, down, up, down to get from one side to the other. But it's only by one unit each way. But look at the lines. Like come here and look at this line. And then look where the pieces join together. Oh, it's exactly the same here as it is here, as it is here. Even like if one piece were to Z fight, it would be the same. Each one would be exactly the same. So that's what I like about the game now is that you can actually do this. You can actually line stuff up like to the pixel. Like look how accurate these are if you zoom in on this spot right here. Like oh wait. No zoom. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I had my controller set the wrong way. But look at how the pieces align. That's a joint there.
Yeah, I can see the slight pixelation for the joint.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? How it's like perfectly lined with the pixel. Every piece is like that on this map. Every single piece is like that. Like look at these side walls here.
Oh, there's the overlap issue. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. So try to find a seam over here on this side wall.
I'm seeing them. I can just tell by the color difference.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? It's like
it's very
like
uniform.
to the pixel. As I say, oh right, you can see a little bit of Z fighting on this piece, and then if you come over here to this piece, the same thing is Z fighting exactly the same way, and exactly the same Z fight pattern.
Yeah,
So
but it's not too noticeable, which is perfect.
Yeah. So what I mean is that everything, this entire map is symmetrical that way, except these pieces here. I just stack them wherever they fit. It's not like I'm super anal or super picky about it. It's just that if I can make something line up perfectly, I will make it line up perfectly.
That's a good way to do it.
Oh, also, if you jump off, I changed the jump off backwards and look down.
Oh,
It's not a floating map. It's actually on a stilt. That was one of the funniest things I think I did when I first built this map. This is like the second map I made on Sandbox. And this is about the fourth iteration of it.
Uh-oh.
You're not spawning.
I flew out here, but one of these one of the pillars isn't aligned. Uh-oh.
Where?
Do you see what I'm talking about? So it's 1, 2, 3, 3 down.
One over
You see
here?
where the lighting changes?
Oh, the other way. I don't see what you mean.
Oh, really? If I send you a screenshot, will you? Right. So if we're looking down from that pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's because that's a dark zone on the actual lighting of the map.
Okay.
Yeah. That is not accurate because you die like at 10 seconds down there. You place the thing, you got about 8 to 10 seconds before you die.
Yeah. Oh man, those are tilted.
Yeah, they're all randomly placed.
Okay.
I said like, on the court where it matters.
Yeah, this is the only spot that matters. I got you now.
That's just the yeah. So if it doesn't matter, like it doesn't even line up at the bottom. You see, it's off center once it gets to the bottom. So it's not like I'm that picky about everything. It's just what matters. I'm picky about. What doesn't matter is just whatever. Slap it up. Place it by hand, whatever.
Okay.
But this is
That's
what
the
I've
right way
said.
to do it.
The way Forge is now, you can set a piece and use the coordinate system to set it. And oh yeah, the other thing too is there's a gap in the middle of the court
I see it.
that isn't anywhere oh right, here it is. It repeats right here. So you see what I mean? How it's
Yes.
every second wall is turned 180 degrees. And even though they don't line up perfectly to each other, they are still identical to each other left to right, just
Yeah.
not end. So what you're not seeing is that from spawn, it goes up and then overlaps like these. Where is it? There's an overlap. Yeah, it's hard to see because it's overlap. Oh, right, because here it is. Right here. Yeah, because see where these gold pieces are too close to each other here?
Yes.
There's actually a seam right here that I'm floating on right now. There's a seam there where one's leaning down to the right, one's leaning down to the left, and then you just merge them together. And it's actually two pieces, but it's seamless. Like you can't feel it when you're walking over it because each piece slopes down.
Okay.
And you just mesh them towards each other, and you get the perfect seam. Like no bump whatsoever when you walk over it. So that's what I mean about smoothing things out. You just use the coordinate system, and everything's going to shift, but you just make it shift to your advantage rather than trying to get everything to fit. You're making the map kind of fit the way these pieces naturally want to shift. But
Right.
the cool thing is with MCC over the original Halo 3 is it shifts when you place it. You don't have to save and quit and then come back to see where it shifted to. As soon as you let it go, it skews itself. That's what I'm trying to say. It skews, but each one does it exactly the same. So it's really easy to make a floor like this. It's just a matter of planning out which pieces go where.
Okay.
And then you just place them by the coordinate system, and everything just falls into place. So
Are
there's
they
no
not able to fix that?
No, and then that's the cool thing is because of that, I can actually make the floor slip smoother than if everything was perfect. Like if I just placed it in Forge and everything was perfect, you would still bump up and down over pieces. But now I can mesh them together so that there's no bump whatsoever.
Okay. All right, dude. I really should let you go. I'm really holding you.
All right, take it easy.
Appreciate it, Nokyard.
No problem.
Thanks for helping.
No problem.
I'll let you know when I have it all ready to go.
Okay, and as I say, run some tests on seeing if there's any way that you can just have someone in there on a constant power up and just see how close you can get those things together so that you can still see out of them. Anyhow, let you play with that.
All right, boss.
All right, take it easy.
All right, have a good night.